Hi everyone, welcome back to this week's episode. I'm so excited to talk to you today because we are going to talk about self-awareness and how to really understand yourself better. I know that sometimes you might hear people telling you that you have to understand yourself and you might be a little bit confused. Okay, understanding yourself, I have to understand myself. So what exactly does that look like? So we are going to dive a little bit deeper into that today and explore different areas of awareness and what that actually looks like. Welcome to the Daring Living podcast, where it's all about personal growth, honest conversations, and exploring what it means to live a passionate, daring life. I'm your host, Shirley Huang. Before we begin, if you're listening to this episode on my podcast, I want to let you know that I'm also recording this in a video format and I will be uploading this video onto my YouTube channel. So if you're someone who enjoys watching the video instead of listening, you can also head on over to my YouTube channel. Simply just search Daring Living on YouTube and you will find videos to all my future podcast episodes as well as other videos as well. I would love it so much if you can hit subscribe and stay up to date to my future videos. Let's talk about why it's so important to understand yourself. Understanding yourself, first of all, it is the foundation to really helping you to create your ideal life. Before you even start dreaming about what you want and what kind of path forward and which direction you want to create for yourself, you have to first really understand what you want, right? And what your needs are, and what kind of life will make you proud, what kind of life will make it fulfilling for you. So the first step is to understand yourself, and that is how you can create your ideal life. Understanding yourself can also bring clarity, and I think nowadays clarity, it really is what a lot of us want in our lives, the clarity about the actions that we are doing and really understanding why we are doing a certain way, our behaviors, understanding how we are interacting with the people around us, and understanding what we are doing, what we do. If we navigate through life with a lot of uncertainty, a lot of unknown, a lot of I'm not sure and I don't know, it's really hard to navigate through that. And with understanding yourself, it comes more clarity. And as a result of that, it's the feeling of clarity is a wonderful feeling, and you feel more confident and more certain about your choices and your decisions and about what you have to do. And the third thing I want to point out is that understanding yourself, it can help you change your life, because only when you understand yourself do you understand what you need to change. And it is where you can really look at your shortcomings and some of the things that you want to improve on and then decide to change. But if you don't understand a lot of those areas in your life, you don't know what you can change. And as a result, it's very likely for you to continue to stay in the victim mode, to think that things are happening for me and things are just happening and I can't do anything about it. And when you can really get into the detail and understand what is within your control, what are the things that you can change, then you can actually decide to take the actions and change those behaviors and change the things that you want to change in your life. Understanding yourself can really help you look at your life from a broader perspective and then decide which area do you want to appreciate more, which area do you want to do more, and maybe which area do you want to improve on, and also which area of yourself do you want to let go of. And to be able to do all of these things, the first step is really just to have a well-rounded understanding of who you are and increase your self-awareness so that you can live more consciously and really live more in alignment with who you are and what you want. There are different types of self-awareness, and today I want to share with you 4 areas of awareness that I really take my clients through to really help them understand themselves. And I think this is a really great start for you to start practicing, really diving deeper into each of these areas so that you can be more in tune with yourself. The first area of awareness is to understand your personality, your strengths, and your weaknesses. This is a really good place to start learning about who you are as a person, what you are good at, and what you're not good at. A good place to start is to start taking personality tests. One of my favorite personality tests online is a very comprehensive free test. It's called the 16 personality test. It is a combination of the Myers-Briggs and the Big Five personality trait model, a combination of that. It really helps you to give you a comprehensive understanding of your personality in different areas. It shows which personality type you are leaning more towards, and also gives you a scale of where you are compared to other personality types and other people. It's not just one end or another, it is a whole spectrum, and you are measured over 5 different personality traits. The other thing I learned is to really treat my weaknesses and shortcomings with compassion and know that, okay, maybe I'm not good at all of these things, and maybe it's okay. Maybe I don't need to be good at all of them. I highly recommend you to try this personality test. It's really comprehensive, and I've really learned a lot about my personality and what some of my strengths and weaknesses are. The second area of awareness is understanding your emotions. And this is something that we do not talk about enough. I think a lot of people get that you have to understand your personality because it's more accepted and it's more common in today's society. Some of us, we might have even done personality tests in school to really find our career path. But not feelings. We don't talk about that enough. Some people might even view feelings as something that is weak and as something that shouldn't be talked about. But in order for us to really be in tune with ourselves, be able to understand ourselves at a much deeper level, we also have to understand how we are feeling and understand our emotions. In our day-to-day, emotions drive a lot of our actions and emotions drive a lot of our decisions. So if you do not understand how you're feeling, you might misinterpret it and you might make decisions and make the wrong choices that is not aligned with who you are because you don't understand what you're actually feeling. And this is a lot common than you think. When we actually don't understand our emotions, we can accidentally give into it and we let it control us or consume us. For example, when you start shouting, or when you act indifferent, or when you ignore how you're actually feeling, you're actually resisting, reacting, or avoiding the emotion. And that feeling, mostly a negative one, it will stay with you if you do not know how to process it and address it properly. We take actions in our lives based on what it makes us feel. And a lot of our decisions and actions are driven by our emotions. We also want to achieve certain things in our life because of how we believe that it will make us feel. And this is why it's so important to really understand and be in tune with your emotions. The first step to really start understanding your emotion is simply to be aware of what it is and try naming out your emotion every time when you feel it. And remember, your emotion is a one-word answer only. So you are feeling angry or sad or frustrated, or you're feeling shame, vulnerable, happy, at peace. These are all one-word emotion feelings, and start naming out what you're feeling in that moment is a really great place to start. I also have a video about how to process difficult emotions and really feel them in your body in a healthy way. I will leave it in the description box for you. Now that you understand your personality and your emotions, the next area to really understand and dive deeper is to really understand two of your biggest emotional drivers that lead your life, and they are your fears and your desires. Tony Robbins said, life is a dance between what you desire the most and what you fear the most. At the root of all of our stress and worry lies our biggest fear, and it is the root driver that is driving a lot of our actions and our decisions. And at the other end of the spectrum, our desires pushes us to create goals and to create the desire to want to achieve certain things and achieve certain goals in our lives. These two biggest drivers, your fear and your desire, they reinforce one another. For example, I know that one of my biggest fear is the fear of being unworthy and unwanted. And as a result of that, I have a desire to really seek connection and to build relationships and build a community around me. They all reinforce one another. I know that getting to know your fears and your desires can be a little bit uncomfortable and uneasy. But what I found is that after getting clear about what my fears and my desires are, and also after helping my clients to really understand that part of themselves, it's a lot easier for them to be more in tune with themselves and with what they want. And having the clarity of that can help you be grounded in the path that you want to create forward for yourself. Now, the next level of awareness is the understanding of your values and your beliefs. And these are the thoughts that are going on in your head, the narratives that you're telling yourself, the beliefs that you believe is true about yourself and about your life, about the reality that's around you. Your beliefs are sentences that are in your head. Just because you believe something to be true, that doesn't mean that they're actually the facts out there. And your beliefs can be shaped from your childhood, from any experiences that you've had, any learnings that you learned before up to this point in your life. And not all beliefs are serving you, and not all beliefs are helping you move forward. Certain beliefs are good for you, but there are also certain beliefs that are holding you back, and they can limit you from truly achieving and doing the things that you want to do. When I help my clients to really understand themselves and go into the belief area, I help them see some of the beliefs that they have, and not all of them are serving them. And if they want, we can decide to change that belief. It requires patience and work, but it is possible. Alright, so these are the 4 areas of self-awareness: understanding your personality, understanding your emotions, understanding your fears and desires, and also understanding your values and beliefs. Understanding yourself, it is a continual work, because as you learn and grow on this journey, you might learn something new about yourself, or there might be new experiences and new challenges that come to you, and you have to relearn and really dive deep into the self-awareness journey. But I like to say that understanding yourself, it really is the work that is foundational for you to be able to create an ideal life that is truly in alignment with who you are, really achieve your goals, and live a fulfilling life true to you. That is the end of this episode. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I would love to know which area of self-awareness are you currently working on. Feel free to let me know by sending me a message at my Instagram at Daring Living, or you can leave a comment underneath my video. Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye! Hey, if you are ready to take this work deeper, I would love to invite you to my live coaching program. This is where we work together one-on-one and take all of the materials that you heard just now and apply them into your life so that you can become the person you want to be. If you want to learn more about the program, you can visit my page at daringliving.com/coaching. If you enjoyed this podcast, make sure to hit subscribe. It means so much more than you know. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.